We are in Nepal, specifically in May of 2025. A man named Bipak checks the security cameras installed at the main gate of his property on a pitch-dark, silent night. The surroundings looked completely calm until the lens captured a subtle movement that will chill your blood. A semi-transparent female figure appears walking. In absolute silence, she moves along the sidewalk with an icy calm, looking completely supernatural. But the truly terrifying part happened hours later. A massive fire breaks out, completely consuming a nearby house at an inexplicable speed. In local folklore, it is strongly believed that these apparitions are spirits that foretell imminent tragedies. Was that woman a manifestation of fate warning about what was to come, or just a chilling coincidence? Harry was having a quiet night at home with his dog when suddenly a series of strange events turned his home into a nightmare that lasted several days. Watch the toy on the floor carefully and don't take your eyes off the doors. It all starts very subtly. His pet's toy moves on its own as if something invisible wants to play. But then it reaches a whole other level. Very heavy footsteps make the ceiling shake, and the doors of the house start opening and closing with brutal force, something that even his own wife was able to witness, completely terrified. Whatever lives in that house definitely didn't want to go unnoticed. It's hard to say exactly what it could be, but the images are there for you to judge for yourself. A boy from England claims that his life became a real nightmare after buying a mask that he swears is cursed. After disappearing from his social media for a month out of fear, he uploaded this new update to show why he had to leave his home. Listen to those knocks very carefully. Get ready for what's coming.
It has started again. It's fucking starting. Stop knocking! Fucking hell! They're slamming doors in my house. I'm getting tired of this. I'm getting fed up with this crap. I'm going to face you. I'm coming up. Fuck no! Fucking hell.
The video starts with some heavy, muffled, rhythmic banging from the floor above.
Fucking hell.
Full of rage and fear, the boy shouts, begging to be left alone. But when he musters the courage to go up the stairs, a metal flower pot suddenly flies violently to the right, pushed by an invisible force, making him run for his life along with his cat. Are these practical effects to gain followers after his absence, or is it the desperate escape from a violent presence? Tell me, would you have stayed to investigate what was making that noise? I certainly wouldn't. This entry takes us to the Vienna subway in September 2023. Mark, a musician who was returning from a night festival with his friends, noticed something extremely unsettling in the subway car and immediately decided to take out his cell phone. The subway car wasn't full. In fact, the atmosphere was quite relaxed. But fix your gaze on the side seat. Get ready for what you're about to see. Sitting there, completely alone, is a figure dressed entirely in black, covered with a very macabre veil. She doesn't move, doesn't blink, has no expression at all, and looks like a real rigid corpse, staring into nothingness. The worst came afterward. When Mary showed the video to her friends who were sitting right next to her, they swore that seat was completely empty. The whole trip. Did the camera capture an entity from beyond that the human eye couldn't see? Do you think there's another explanation? In the end, the final word is yours. This creepy footage was shared by a member of the community and takes us straight to the Baylor Scott and Wyden Rowell Medical Center. A nurse named Veronica was working the night shift on the lonely second floor. Past midnight, while she was going over paperwork with a colleague, a murmur broke the silence. Sharpen your hearing to catch the echo around you, something. It doesn't want them to feel alone.
Did you hear it?
Yes!
Did you hear it? She made a little noise, although she probably thinks I'm her mother. It was you.
No, I swear to God. Was that something? Come on.
They heard a soft humming, similar to the singing of a little girl, and immediately a nearby door swung wide open by itself. The staff assures that the specter of a little girl roams the place every night.
Did you hear her?
Yes.
Do you hear her? That was you.
No, I swear to God. Was that something?
Do you think it was the wind playing with the hospital's acoustics or a real apparition? Let me know in the comments. The case of Kyle Anthony has been talked about a lot in recent days. In fact, a subscriber from the community sent me this material recently, and honestly, this guy's attitude is the most unsettling thing about the whole situation. Look closely at his reaction and notice how he completely ignores what's happening around him.
You know what? No.
Without a doubt, something has happened that would make anyone run out of their own house. But Kyle just sighs and walks away calmly, as if it were just another Tuesday. His followers believe that the problem isn't the house, but the extremely disturbing objects he keeps in his basement, as if he had opened a door to the other side without even realizing it. Every new video from Kale leaves us with more questions than before. Has he already resigned himself to living with entities, or do you think it's all an elaborate setup to get views on the internet? I found this material in particular while checking social media trends, where thousands of people are trying to find a logical explanation. A man named Liam, who lives in a small coastal town, decided to record a mysterious abandoned house that he passes by every day.
So this house, the first time we passed it, Chase said the bottom part was not blinking. It was on, but it wasn't blinking. See how the different lights are at different intervals? The kitchen light being on. And then the fire room over there with the light is going off and on. No one lives here. I think that this house may be haunted. Chase is gonna go inside and check it out.
I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, this house is vacant right now. And it's more than one electrical circuit, so it can't be one malfunctioning.
No one has lived in this place for years, but take a close look at the windows in the middle of the night. Multiple lights flicker in a constant pattern. The craziest thing is that Liam came back a year later at the same time, and the phenomenon was still happening.
Who would pay for electricity?
He even recorded during the day, and a light kept flickering without stopping.
So it looks like one light downstairs is blinking, but the upstairs light isn't. This is a house during the daytime. Timer maybe? I don't know. But as you can see, it's definitely ground up. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Screw this place.
A former resident confirmed to him that this place was cursed, but no one knows who keeps paying the electricity bill for an empty place. The mystery remains unsolved to this day, and no one has had the courage to go inside. And you? Would you have enough courage to spend a night in there to find out the truth? Kirby J had been feeling an unexplainable anxiety for weeks and the terrible sensation that someone was watching her. But things got out of control the very day she decided to mention it out loud. Turn up the volume and take a good look at the doll. The timing of this will leave you petrified.
I have ghosts in my house. I'm just sitting here and suddenly I hear a child's toy. Go. I hear a child's toy going off back here, by the way. No child has ever been here. No way. I think it's up here. I'm really scared. My mom's grandchildren play with that. What is that? Why would a child's toy turn on if no child has played with it in months? Seriously, I swear to you, my nephews haven't touched those toys in months, and suddenly today it starts singing. No. No! Oh my god, I was just on the phone with my friend telling her that I had ghosts in my house. Let me show you. My mom bought this Annabelle doll. A few years ago, when we first brought her, she looked straight ahead, but each day she gradually turned to look out the window. We think she's angry because my mom puts things on her box, which she doesn't like. I should mention that the day after my mom brought this Annabelle doll home, she broke her ankle in that room, right over there, in that corner. And a couple of nights ago, my mom tripped over something in the middle of the night. We don't know what she tripped over, but she ended up hitting the back of her head and got a concussion. I'm scared.
Right after she confessed to a friend over the phone that she thought there were ghosts in her house, a toy started making noise by itself, even though there hadn't been any kids in the house for months. But that's not even the darkest part. A few days earlier, her mother brought an old doll to the house, and the next day she broke her ankle. And shortly after, she suffered a concussion after tripping over nothing. Meanwhile, the doll slowly turns, each day a little more toward the window. Judge for yourself whether that toy brought a curse or if it's just pure, random bad luck. Roth just wanted to relax and rest in her room late at night, when a noise coming from the bathroom forced her to get up. What she found there defies all logic.
I don't remember opening that.
What the is this? What the is that? Why? What's on the outside? What honestly is that? What honestly is that? I can use my... What the is... It's on the outside! It's on the outside!
I'm scared. I'm terrified.
Look at the window glass now and focus on what's behind it. The curtains were being pulled toward the window, as if someone was grabbing them from the outside, leaving marks on the glass. The thing is, his bathroom is on the second floor. As she backed away, trembling with panic, the camera caught something terrifying. A huge black shadow was standing right behind her, behind the bathroom door. When she turned around, the entity had already vanished. It can't be said for sure if this was a spirit or maybe something worse, but she definitely wasn't alone that night. Franco started documenting small and strange things in his house, like faucets turning on by themselves and doors moving, something most people would write off as a simple plumbing problem in an old house. But sharpen your eyes at the end of the hallway and listen carefully to the response from the darkness.
They can be felt in footsteps. If you're here, turn on the light. What? If you're in the bathroom, turn the water on. Is there anyone else who was here in this house? Is my life in danger? Whoa, okay, that's enough. There's none here. Oh no, I'm leaving. In the movie, there's a mirror and I'll talk to her. Friend, please leave me alone. I'm begging you. Hey! No way.
The situation escalated immediately. Human-shaped shadows started appearing in the background of her videos, and on one occasion, she even tried to talk to whatever was there. And then, a terrifying little girl's voice answered her out of nowhere, and then a silhouette appeared in the bathroom. When she went down to investigate the basement, she only found her white cat, completely calm and unfazed. Some people say that all of this is just a result of her mental exhaustion, while others claim that her house is actually a magnet for bad energy. Whatever the pattern is, it's definitely chilling. Chris McConnell, a marathon runner, took 10 years to qualify for two of the toughest races in the world, Berlin and Tokyo. It was a dream come true for him until a journalist noticed something disturbing in his official photos. Pay close attention to the background of both images.
There's something really strange in the two photos you sent me. Who is that guy running behind you in both photos?
It's exactly the same unknown runner right behind him, on two different continents in 2 different years. Upon investigating, Chris found out that this guy runs much slower than him, which makes it statistically impossible for them to have met at the exact same spot in both races.
I was thinking about how impossible this is.
And considering how few photos are published from this kind of event, the coincidence is simply scary. Some people say it's the ultimate proof that we live in a simulation.
I'm impressed by this. It's like the craziest coincidence.
But you decide the craziest coincidence in history or a glitch in our system. An urban explorer decided to venture at night into an old abandoned sports complex for no apparent reason, a place that had been closed for years, where you would expect absolute silence to reign. But don't take your eyes off the heavy metal door, and above all, pay attention to the dumpster in the back.
That door too, did you see it? They say my videos are staged, but are you seeing this or not? Did you see how the door closed? I'm not the only one who sees or hears things. But anyway. Listen. That was here.
As you approach the main entrance, the huge metal door starts to close by itself. As you step forward and go through the door, it suddenly freezes, as if it senses your presence. Days later, he returned again, and a heavy dumpster rolled down the long hallway straight toward him before coming to a sudden stop with no one pushing it.
Whoa, sons of bitches. There's no one there. It's closed.
No, I don't know. There's no wind. There are no strings. It seems like the building itself is playing with him. Now you decide if it's just physics playing a trick on him or a very territorial entity. Thanks for watching the video. You made it this far. Only the brave ones do. Leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more horror. Have some good nightmares.